The Art of Love. Just in time for the most romantic holiday of the year, the Oceanside Museum of Art is unveiling a new exhibit, Icons of Desire.
All right, if you have not been to the Oceanside Museum of Art, get there on Valentine's Day. You will see Icons of Desire, all created by local artist Gene Wells. Thank you so much for coming in this morning. We also have Danielle Deary from the Oceanside Museum of Art. Danielle, I'll get to you in just a second. But Gene, you have created all of this around us, including a smart car with glass mosaic tiles?
Yes.
How in the world do you do this?
Well, I'm a third-generation mosaic artist, and I love doing mosaic art. I have about 60 pieces up at the Oceanside Museum, so this is just one fraction. I love monumental sculptures. I do have my urban fruit tree that's outside the museum right now.
That's outside the Museum of Art right now, which is amazing.
And it has these size ice cream cones and kisses, and there's going to be a hot dog and all sorts of fun things, lifesavers.
All icons of desire, if you will. Okay, let's talk about, in fact, Jane, I'm going to bring you over here just for a second.
Okay.
The smart car.
Yes.
Do you have any idea how many tiles it took to put this together?
Boy, that's a great question, and I didn't prepare
Probably
for
tens
that.
of thousands, I would assume.
Yeah.
And does it come with the cute cab driver inside as well?
He's a natural.
This is so cool.
He is actually the installation director up at the Oceanside Museum, and I have never worked with somebody that really gets into the installation, and he does.
And he does a fantastic job, as you can imagine. Now, how do you put this all together as far as making sure that it's sturdy and it stays? Is there a trick to it?
I actually use some of the most, I'd say, durable glues and to adhere my glass that you would use to build a building downtown. So it can weather storms. I've had my urban fruit tree has been in Chicago. It's been in Santa Fe, New Mexico. So it's traveled all over in varying degrees of weather.
This is fantastic. I mean, this may be a silly question, but could you actually drive the car?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
With the tiles? This is so cool. Okay, so over here to the hot dog. Now, are you just laying in bed one night and you're thinking, what should I work on now? And this pops into mind?
Oh, I do. This tree came to mind in a dream. And I woke up and I drew it 6 more times after that, and then finally did a little prototype and then the large tree, which you'll see out in front of the Oceanside Museum.
Now, if you'd like to check this out for yourself, this will all be on display starting on Valentine's Day at the Oceanside Museum of Art. Let's get Danielle in on this conversation. A huge event happening at the Oceanside Museum of Art on February 14th.
Yeah, we're celebrating Icons of Desire with an Art After Dark vintage pop. It's a great art party full of vintage pop culture. We're going to have artists there. We're going to have DJ dedication, taking your dedications, and Gene Wells' 12-foot tall Hershey Kiss sculpture is going to be there, and people can get married inside this sculpture, or they can renew their vows. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
People can get married or renew their vows at the museum inside a giant Hershey Kiss. Now, Gene, what does the inside of this Hershey Kiss smell like?
Chocolate. Overwhelming.
So you did it right.
Overwhelming.
This is so exciting that you guys are doing all this at the museum. Now, how can people get there if they'd like to? Is there tickets?
Yeah, there's tickets. You can go online, oma-online.org, and it's from 7 to 10 on Valentine's Day. And then the exhibition runs through June 15th, so you have a few more months to see it, but definitely come on Valentine's Day. It's a wonderful, fun event, great art party, good energy, great way to spend Valentine's Day at a museum.
And renew your vows, get married right at the museum. Last question for you, Gene. When people get fingerprints on your stuff, does it drive you nuts?
No, not at all. I don't mind when people touch my art.
Which is not the normal thing for an artist to say.
Right. It's
a lot
very
of them say
durable,
don't
very
touch.
durable.
Very cool. Well, Gene Wells, Danielle Deary, Oceanside Museum of Art is where this is all taking place. Go to our website, san-diego6.com, click on San Diego Living, and all of the information will be right there. Thank you, ladies, for coming in this morning. And thank you for bringing this with you. This could not have been an easy feat.